Let's go.
So I promise this isn't going to be happening every single week.
I feel like it is.
Talking about balls again. In basketball, a lot of people are getting hit in the balls recently. Yes. First, it was Harden. Who did he do it to again?
I didn't see it. I just heard that he did it, and then he said Joel Embiid did it too.
Yep, he did it. He kicked. And then with what's his face, Brooks to James. Yeah. I don't know why everyone's doing these low blows like that. What's the point? You know, you already called the man old, and then you're gonna hit him there too.
That's because Brooks was like 2 for something at that point.
Yeah,
it's trash, bro. He just had to find a way to, I guess, make an impact.
Yep.
But LeBron James took it seriously. He took it personally and said, "This is a dub."
It started popping off. He is old.
At
least he can still do it.
But yeah, he still got a lot in the tank left.
Yeah. So, what are the standings right now in the playoffs, actually?
So, what we got is the Sixers are over the Nets 3-0.
Speaking of the Nets, I feel like the Nets right now. We had an all-star cast, and it seems like someone's always missing.
Always missing. Shout out to Beamen. He won't be here this week. He's out doing his birthday thing with a special person.
Happy early birthday, by the way.
Happy early birthday, sir. And to this person, this mystery person, because I've never met this person.
Same.
So they will remain a mystery person until we meet them. We appreciate you taking them on this little vacay. And keep them safe. Although I know that Beamen is a very good screamer, so...
Yes, I was fully expecting to see him on the murder mystery sort of thing and just hear that iconic scream of his. That was his last message to the world.
And if y'all don't know his iconic scream, please visit my YouTube channel, CJ Gonzo, and go look for the Friday the 13th episode. It's one of my early videos, and get to about maybe halfway, you'll hear it.
Yeah. Yep. I have it on repeat. I make sure to show it to every single person in my life. And it's going to follow him to the day he dies.
To the day he dies. But no, appreciate you taking him out, showing him a good time. Keep him safe. Y'all be safe out there, and hope to see you soon, Beeman. But back to these Nets that are missing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3-0.
3-0. To the Sixers.
Yeah.
To the net dominators, Embiid and Harden. But hey, I think we called that one as a 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Kings are still over the Warriors, 2-1.
See, I knew it. I knew the Warriors were gonna be getting slapped. It's because it's just Steph at that point. It's the same plan. You take it in, pass it out. You know, everyone's gonna know it. So unless they make a hell of a comeback, I think they're done.
So you think it's only one game that they're going to win?
Probably, honestly. Because, like I said, it's the same plan. You know, they're going to get that one win. It always happens to people who use the same game plan, you know. But these are professionals. They're going to adapt, you know. So they're going to see this game plan. And they're not going to be doubling up anymore at that point. Because if you do, you're going to lose. Because you're going to fall for the trap every single time.
Every single time. But we'll see how that plays out. 4-1. I can see 4-2. I don't know what I said the last episode. I just knew the Kings were going to win.
Yeah, that's all I remember. That Kings were just going to completely slap the Warriors.
And the Phoenix Suns are leading the Clippers, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
There goes them sorry-ass Clippers with that sorry-ass Westbrook. But it goes back to my point that I said earlier, that Westbrook would never win a championship. So he might just see a first-round exit.
Yeah.
Because the Suns are cooking up, and who knows, maybe they'll survive. Still pulling for the Clippers, but we'll see. Boston over the Hawks, 2-1.
Yeah.
Hawks won just last night, I think. No, Friday night.
Okay.
Friday night. So,
yeah, I knew Boston would just kind of slap the Hawks as well. You know, again, if if the Bucks don't go all the ways, then it's gonna be Boston. It has to be. And the only reason why I say that is because Boston's already slapped the hell out of the Bucks before. But I think the Bucks could pull through.
And we have the Knicks over the Cavs, of course. No surprise there. Nothing interesting there.
Yeah, Cavs haven't been anything since LeBron.
The Nugs over the Wolves, 3-0.
Okay, 3-0?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. Okay.
And that was that. Who else was there? Oh, the Bucks and the Heat. Miami is leading 2-1.
Yeah. Yep.
And we got
they're gonna pull through though.
And we got the Lakers coming back to take the lead at 2-1 against the Grizzlies.
Yeah. The Lakers are for sure gonna beat the Grizzlies.
I see that.
After they just like lit LeBron's fire, yeah. They're gonna slap the Grizzlies now.
They called the mold and they messed up.
Yep.
Thank you, Dylan Brooks.
Hit them right in the jewels. The NBA jewels.
The NBA jewels. And what did was that it for sports on your side?
Pretty much. Oh, and then we also missed the thing last week because it just happened. With Draymond Green stomping that guy.
Well, there's a lot of dirty players in the league. Look,
yes,
that's crazy. Like I understand why people are like, well, he shouldn't have pulled his leg. I get it, but he shouldn't have pulled his ankle or whatever. You can't hurt somebody, but why come down like that?
Yeah, because like
stomp on somebody.
The way his leg was going out, he purposely put his leg back in to stomp on him because his leg was coming out already. Yeah, he put it back in, stomped on him, then said, "I need X-rays on my ankle." Like, come on, you're so corny for that. Why would you?
And then I think Klay Thompson said, "Yeah, it's bad when you're running full speed." He wasn't running.
He wasn't even running. He was like casually strolling.
Like I hate the Warriors, man. Hoping they lose every year from here on out.
I just hate Draymond Green. He's so aggressive in everything that he does.
He's aggressive. He's goofy looking, and he got a big lip. I don't like that fool. But he's suspended for what? 1 game?
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, it was just 1 game. I generally think it should have been more, but I think it's because what's his face didn't get like seriously injured.
It should have been a lot more just because of his history. He has a history of doing shit like this.
Would he punch what's his face too during a practice?
Yeah, earlier in the season.
Yeah,
he punched Poole in the face.
Yeah, caught on camera and everything.
These are weird. Last night, what's his name? Durante Davis and Ryan Garcia fight. I didn't see the fight.
No,
I know you didn't see it.
No, if there's no like party, cookout, or anything like that, I won't see the fight.
We won't see it. I'm not paying for a fight.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I feel like pay-per-view is a thing of the past. It shouldn't even exist anymore.
It shouldn't. And on the other side, I don't care for boxing. I don't care for UFC. I know it's a shocker with me being Hispanic that I don't like boxing. Right?
I'm more of a fan of UFC compared to boxing, but UFC and WWE, they merged now, so that means either WWE or UFC is just gonna be a thing of the past. Because I highly doubt they're gonna want to support both.
Well, I don't know. WWE's been on fire lately, so
yeah, UFC kind of dwindled a little bit. Their little poster boys gone.
So I'm sure they're gonna start bringing in wrestlers to fight in the UFC.
Yeah, like when what's his face, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
when he came to the UFC. Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll start mixing it around to make the fans into one or the other, whatever.
See John Cena in UFC.
And a UFC cage fight, or what? No, that's a cage fights are in a WWE. John Cena in a UFC fight.
Yeah,
never gonna happen.
I don't know. What if every now and then The Rock goes back to WWE? What if he goes to the UFC now?
As long as he leaves acting alone.
What The Rock is cooking.
As long as he leaves my movies alone, I'm good. I can keep The Rock over there. But I know he's not. We're going to get that live action Moana.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Just that song that he sings, I want to see it in live action.
I don't want to see any of that in live action.
He's going to do the eyebrow raise and everything too. He's going to be...
That movie's not even... 10 years old and they're already making live action.
It's not. I genuinely think he's the one pushing for
Well, it
it.
has to be. He's always the one pushing for something stupid.
Yeah, because you're right. Like right now, they're remaking all the older ones, like Little Mermaid, Pinocchio, Peter Pan. You know, all the classic Disney stuff. You're right. Moana is not even 10 years old. When did it come out? Like 2016 or something like that?
Well, Moana came out.
So it was.
Like,
yeah,
even 2016. It was earlier, wasn't it?
I have no clue. I just remember somewhere around that time.
Oh, it was
frame.
2016.
2016. Yeah. See. So
Damn, right on the money.
yeah. It has to be him pushing for it.
So stupid.
Like I see them making a Moana Part 2 instead of a live action Moana, but
I would have preferred that, but whatever.
Yeah.
But back to this Davis and Garcia fight. Davis won. I didn't see the hit. Yuki says maybe Garcia was already worn out, aired out. Beamen texted me and told me he got hit in the gut. I don't see the hit.
See, like I said, I think he was during the fight. You know, he took his hits, he took his blows, and the adrenaline was keeping him up. You know, I think because again on that video he smiles. I think he relaxes and at that point he just feels everything at once. I don't know, maybe he got dizzy or something. You know, sometimes your vision turns a little black at times. Maybe he saw that he was like, you know what, I'm done.
I don't know. It looked like he was supposed to go down a lot earlier, and Davis was probably just giving him the eye like he's supposed to fall. And then Garcia laughs. He's like, "Oh yeah, my bad." I don't know. I genuinely think all sports are rigged. That's just my thing. I don't see boxing and UFC any different.
Remember when the guy from the Houston Texans was saying that he saw the NFL script?
Arian Foster? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think a lot of these sports are gifted, scripted.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
It could be. It could be. But then I don't know. Because like some things kind of goes against that. Like the Mavericks just purposely tanking everything. Like I don't see that as being a script. Unless, I don't know. Unless they're like, Luka, you're getting too much attention. It's LeBron's time right now, you know?
Well, I wouldn't say like the entire season is scripted, but they already know that, hey, we're going to try to get these two teams in the finals. And they kind of just let the refs do what they do to get those teams in the finals.
Yeah, because some of those calls are bad. Like, really bad. Speaking of LeBron, I still remember that call that he had that led to the game going to overtime and he lost.
Oh, yeah.
And when he was doing the layup, he clearly got slapped right in the arm. And the refs literally looking right at it and just nothing.
I think that was Jason Tatum that did it. And for Boston, he came out and said it too. He's like, yeah, I hit him.
Yeah, because it's literally on the replay and everything you see it. And they're just like, nope, can't be. Like, all right.
That's crazy. But that's what the sports world is holding for us this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short week, so we didn't really have too much.
Just a ball busting week, I guess you could say.
Ball busters. Next, we're moving on to movies or gaming.
Let's do games and then we get lead off with the movie list at the end.
Yeah, because I think that's how we had it last week. So we're gonna just do it like that: sports, games, movies, and then if we have anything like
extra,
what's Beamen thinking about? Then we'll throw that in there.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, we'll do that. So what you got for us?
So for games, the Minecraft leaker.
Minecraft leaker. For those of you who don't know, the Pentagon leaker
is a Minecraft player, and he leaked it on Discord on a Minecraft chat. So
what was the chat called?
Shoot, I don't remember. I just remember it being Minecraft.
I think it was called like Thugga Rugga or something.
Oh yeah. Okay. Something goofy. That's how you know it's made by little kids just playing Minecraft.
Little white boys.
Yeah. They pretty much leaked classified U.S. government documents to Minecraft Discord servers. That man's going to prison for life at this point.
Have they said anything about that? Like where he's going?
I have no clue. I just know that it's still under investigation at the moment, and it turns out that he's been like leaking stuff like this for well over a year.
Boy, that's so stupid.
Yeah, so it wasn't just like a one and done sort of thing. No, this man was doing it constantly.
Boy, that nigga look like he's 12 years old.
He does, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a little kid.
He looks like Winona Ryder.
Bruh. Yeah. So he's like really, really young. And he somehow got access to all of these files. And just again leaked it all. He's under investigation, and because of that, they're trying to also target Discord itself because they're saying a lot happens in Discord, such as leaks. Because this isn't the first time government documents have been leaked over Discord. Another time is for a chat called World of Tanks or something like that, for that app or something like that. Yeah, so they were arguing with the people who made the game like the tanks aren't realistic, and people were like, yes, this is realistic. So they got into government documents to leak actual like tank blueprints from back then, saying like, no, this is how it should be, just to one up each other about how tanks realistically are.
Well, what's the point? Like, it's a game that I just play.
Yeah, and then of course the more shady stuff like sexual abuse and whatnot on there. There's also actual terrorist, organizations that use Discord and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
So they're really trying to target Discord, just like how they've been targeting TikTok recently and trying to ban it.
Ban them both. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, Discord is just so accessible if you're like doing crossplay and stuff like that. Because not a lot of games have crossplay, but not crossplay communications.
No, yeah, I get that, but shit, when the negative outweighs that, like,
that's true. Just make another app, I guess.
Terrorism, and then we talked about it before. There's a lot of pornography on there, illegal stuff involving children. Like, shut it down.
It's rough. It's rough. Because every time you hear too, like when like a famous like streamer or esports person, sometimes even actors, it's always their Discord chat that gets leaked. You see all that stuff, like, oh my god. So
you would think they'd learn by now.
Yeah, like, I don't know, write a pigeon letter or something. Something that doesn't get tracked.
Or just don't do it. Like, that's the easiest one right there. Just don't fucking do it.
Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen to that guy. I don't know what prison he's going to.
I bet you in the next 2 months you're not gonna hear anything about him anymore.
Oh, he's gonna turn up like Mr. Like he's mysteriously gone.
Yeah, he's just gone now.
Yeah,
and they're gonna put him in Area 51, and they're gonna do tests on him, and he's gonna be the zombie. And the zombie outbreak's gonna happen, and they're ready to go back to my movie idea, Severance.
Yep. There we go. See, you're already seeing into the future.
There you go, manifesting it.
Anyways, so Dying Light, the really good zombie game. Then they made a part 2, the really bad zombie game.
Yeah.
Well, now there was a tweet, and people who made Dying Light, mind you, they said, this is not confirming Dying Light 3. But if we were to make a Dying Light 3, who would you want as the main character?
Multiple people so we could be different. Don't make this game at all.
So it's pretty much like, you can't say this isn't confirming Dying Light 3. But who would you like to see for Dying Light 3? Because that is confirming Dying Light 3. You can't. You're just contradicting yourself at that point. So, yeah, it's pretty much obvious now that it's in the work, which, I don't know. I hope they fix it up because Dying Light 2 is so poor to me.
So it'll be another 10 years before we see that one.
Probably. But even then, I heard Dead Island isn't too bad. 10 years is very stable. It works, but it's very repetitive and boring. So.
Oh, absolutely. That's the thing about these zombie games nowadays. And I told you that. Like, it can't be boring and repetitive. If it's gonna be boring and repetitive, then give me some badass action play.
Yep.
But Dying Light 2 offers none of that. It's a terrible story. It's the same story, same weapons, and stronger zombies. So you gotta whack them in the head a few times.
Even the night isn't scary anymore. I remember the first one, like, you just did not want to be out at night.
Hell no, you slept in that bed until morning.
Yeah, but on this one, it's like, it's whatever. It's the same game still. It's like any other game that has a day and night cycle. Like, oh, okay, it's just dark. That's it. But it doesn't feel like, oh shit, I'm gonna die if I stay out here, So I don't know why they're already saying like they're gonna make Dying Light 3. It's so terrible. They need to fix
this. Terrible. That's why
they just want to move on from it already. Yeah, it's. Anyways, about that, Meta just laid off 10,000 employees. 10,000. And I swore they also laid off like a couple thousand like a few months ago, and then a couple thousand more a few months before that. Like it's constant.
They're just doing it in low waves so it doesn't look as bad.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like they're pumping so much into this like metaverse and stuff like that. And I feel like this is all because of Mark Zuckerberg. Like he just wants to make it work, but he's wasting billions, and that's with a B, billions of dollars into nothing. No one wants it. No one's using it. You know, it's
and what anything. It's so just, explain to me, what is this meta? What is it exactly?
So the metaverse is more or less kind of like you know, in The Office, how he does like the Second Life sort of thing. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of like a AI VR Second Life sort of thing. You know, pretty much you could do everything that you can do in your real life, but
so he's building
in like a game. He's
building a high tech Sims.
Yes, yeah, more or less like that. And he, you know, he's trying to make it into where it's also good for businesses. You know, like clothing ones, you don't have to waste on fabric. You can make the digital clothing, and then you could like sample it on there, see how it looks and whatnot. Have model shows.
That won't work that way because lighting is different, materials are different.
Yeah, same thing with like office work. You know, like you could be at home, but then through the metaverse, you could be in the office. You know, so it's like it doesn't make sense what he's doing. No one understands what it is. It's just like you try to understand it, but he's constantly changing it up, and it makes it so weird. And again, he's losing billions of dollars on this. And instead of trying to find ways to get that revenue back, he just lets go of a ton of people. You know, they buy these companies and stuff like, okay, you can make it work. Then he loses like $3 billion. He's like, okay, we're going to lay everyone off. So now he doesn't lose anything from this, but everyone that joins it, they lose everything.
Sounds a little familiar. Sounds like cryptocurrency. Everybody wants to be a part of it, but doesn't know how to explain it. Mm-hmm. And then, where's it at now? Is cryptocurrency still a thing?
Yes. Yeah, it's still big. It's just not as popular. Obviously, you know, stuff like Bitcoin is still up there and whatnot. Stuff like Dogecoin that Elon Musk was trying to do is not.
Look, if I can explain cryptocurrency to us, I would love to hear it because I don't fucking know what it is. All I know is digital currency. Okay, but
more or less, it's weird. It's weird to describe because. Man, I don't even fully understand it because even the people that I've talked to that are like, oh yeah, like super into it, like this is what it is, like yeah, it's all in the blockchain and all that stuff. They don't even seem to understand it. Like it just sounds like they're just saying words
and they're repeating what they saw in the pamphlet.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they're not actually describing it. They're just saying a word. Like, oh, this is what it is. Okay, what's that? It's this. You know, like no, okay, well, what is it? You know, I think it's just a waste. I feel like physical currency is always going to be there, you know, whether it be a dollar, a coin, a metal, a bottle cap, like in Fallout, it's always going to be a physical. I feel like digital currency will never catch on, you know, like to the main public and stuff like that.
That's what's going to lead to the great collapse, the great recession of 2025.
25? Oof.
Oh, it's coming, people. Watch out.
I don't even have a house yet.
I hope not. I hope it doesn't come, but. Nah, digital currency, leave that shit alone. It's stupid. Nobody understands it. Very few people take it.
A lot of it's a scam. Like, remember the Logan Paul one when he did it?
Logan Paul is a scam.
Yeah, he tried to make like that cryptocurrency into kind of like a game sort of thing where you get like zoo animals and you can like bring them to. And anyways, yeah, he scammed a whole bunch of people, and he was saying like, no, it wasn't me. It was the guy that made it that scammed y'all. Like, no, it's you. You're the one that was talking about it and stuff.
Just like the Fire Festival guy.
That too. Again, he's about to make the pirate. Again, it's supposed to be. I wonder if he's gonna make it in the metaverse. That's how he was describing it. You know, there's gonna be like a VR experience. You could do it from home. You pay, and it's like you're actually there and stuff like that. And
boy, I can just watch Coachella on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't need to virtual. What is it called? Pirate.
Yeah.
Pirate Fest.
Drake
Festival
will not be there.
Will not be there. Oh, this metaverse, Mark Zuckerberg sounds just like this guy right here, Sir Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. You know, I my tinfoil hat theory is that everything he's doing with Twitter is on purpose. I feel like he wanted to kind of get rid of Twitter, but he doesn't want to just buy it and then dissolve it immediately. I think he's purposely burning it to the ground. Like, he's purposely making bad decisions to get people away from it. And then, like, okay, you know.
But why?
When you're when you're dummy rich, you could be petty. You know, maybe he just like, you know what? I effing hate Twitter. And then that's what just started it.
But why do something? Like, I get it. And, you know, you could do petty things here and there, but fuck, you spent $40 billion on this. You know what $40 billion could have done? Like, at a poor country.
He could have bought an entire country.
You could have helped people out.
He's gonna buy all of Mars.
No, you can
he doesn't need a country. He doesn't get a planet.
You can do a lot with that money, and he chose to buy Twitter and then try to back out of it. And he got stuck with it. He's like, and I think that's what happened. Like, he got stuck with it, so now he's just like, well, I'm gonna fuck it up then. He has that child mentality, and I don't like. I've never liked them.
See, yeah, I don't know, because he's also like stupid smart. Like, he is. Maybe he's like book smart, but street dumb.
And I don't take that away that he's not smart. I'm sure. Fuck, he has billions. Yeah. He's smart. Yeah, you know, he got that money for a reason.
Yeah.
But I don't like his character. I don't like his person.
Yeah.
But what's Beamen thinking about? On the other hand, Beamen is a fan of him. He, I don't want to say he praises him, but I think he finds him very intelligent in the moves that he makes. So this is where me and him disagree a lot on. I don't think Elon Musk is. I don't like him. I think he's an idiot with what he does. And this Twitter thing, I think he really destroyed it. And I get it. Now, if I'll be the first to say it, I'll be the first to apologize. If he's destroying Twitter because he's somehow trying to get people away from it to make people more interactive with each other, get people off of social media, because that's the biggest thing that's killing us: social media.
That's true.
If he's doing this to Twitter to do that, my apologies. Awesome. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Like, there's too many times where you go to parties, you go to events, and what do you see?
Everyone's on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok.
And it was never like that. I mean, just think about it 10 years ago. It was never like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You didn't have, I mean, we had smartphones, but they weren't as advanced to where they can hold, you know, these kind of apps and do things like this. But now we're just too reliable on social media. Yeah. Kids in school want social media cloud. They want that like. And
that's honestly, that's probably the worst thing. It's the younger generation. I sound so old saying that. Yeah. I'm old as fuck. But anyways, Thanks. And that's just because I don't have the TikTok. I don't care about, you know, that clout chase. But that's what's causing a lot of people to get seriously injured, die even on some things for these dumb challenges, you know. Remember that girl that was licking toilet seats?
There's a girl that was licking toilet seats. We had the Tide Pod challenge.
The Tide Pod challenge, yeah. Or the one where people were like taping themselves to like stools to try to get out.
Yes, we had that. People were getting very hurt because they were falling over. Yeah. Then we had the ice cream licking.
Oh yeah, that was licking the ice cream in Walmart or whatever.
And then so, you know, we had senior pranks in high school. You know, we did stuff like that. People were fucking doing the dumbest shit and stealing. What was it? Like restroom doors.
Yeah.
Why? And it was all for social media recognition. Like this younger generation truly is like failing at life.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a negative. Social media has always been a huge negative when it comes to a bunch of stuff. I mean, it could be for good, you know, obviously. Sure. But I think it's mainly that chase for popularity, you know, to get all those likes, to get all those followers. That's what's, you know, infectious to everyone, you know. To the people who don't really care for stuff like that, it's a fine sight, you know. But it's mainly people like that are ruining everything. So if he is doing Twitter for that, which again, it could be.
Could be, yeah.
I know when he first bought Twitter, I thought it was because, you know, when he colonizes Mars, he's going to be using Twitter as a way of communications. I mean, he has everything. He has the spaceships to get over there. He has Teslas to be driving around on Mars.
Didn't one of his ships not make it just recently?
It's for tests. It's for tests. He also has a drilling company, you know, so you land on Mars. That's how you get your minerals and stuff like that, you know. So he's buying all this stuff, and when you put it all together, he's like, oh shit, he's making a city.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure he's gonna try to build a city, but I don't know if it'll work.
I don't know. It could.
Like, who the hell's gonna live up there? I mean, of course, it's only gonna be the rich.
For now,
The poor can get up there. I can't get up there.
the poor will just die on Earth with
Hey,
the carbon footprint and stuff
I
like
am
that.
fine with that. If the rich all want to go to Mars, go on, get it. I don't care. Leave this Earth to the poor who are humble and nice. Y'all can take all the races too.
Yeah, that's it.
Take all the races and all the bad people.
Did you see that old man's pleading not guilty to shooting the teenager?
He's pleading not guilty to not wait, but he did.
Yeah, he literally shot him point blank, but he's pleading not guilty to it.
I mean, I guess they let him.
Mm-hmm.
That's allowable. Like, if you're blatantly like guilty, like, I saw you do it.
Nah, I didn't do it, Chief.
Well, fuck, you said not guilty, nigga. I guess we gotta have a case. I guess we gotta have a court, you know?
He's 87 years old. He's probably gonna die before anything goes forward in this case.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
Asshole.
He really is. He's an old ass man. What's an old ass man doing with the gun anyways? You know?
Who the hell says, rings your doorbell, then your first thought is, I'm gonna shoot him?
Racist
That's
people.
great. Yeah.
It's like literally all I can think of. Like, I can only imagine, like what he could be thinking of. Like, I don't know. It's an old guy too. Maybe he has like dementia or something. Probably saw himself in the war again. I don't know. It's something.
PTSD.
Yeah.
So before we leave this Elon Musk thing alone, though, you know about the blue check marks, the verification process.
Yes. All the hate, yet some praise even about the check marks.
But did you hear how this fiasco is going? Like, it's just terrible.
Yeah, because everyone was saying, like, oh, because at first he was doing it where you had to pay to get the check mark. And everyone's like, oh, I'm not going to pay for that. That's ridiculous. Why would I want to pay $8 for the blue check mark? And then all of a sudden, all these people that are hating on it have it.
Well, he did pay for some.
Yeah, he said he did pay for some of them. But now, who's to say someone buys it and they're like, oh no, Elon Musk just paid for me. I wouldn't.
I think Elon Musk would be proud enough to come out and say, no, I didn't, you paid.
That would be funny. If he called someone out on that, that would be very, very funny.
Would. I think he has the balls. I mean, look where he's at now. He has the balls to fucking do it. If somebody says, nah, Elon paid for it, he'll be like, no, I didn't. Or there'll be another verified account that looks like Elon Musk and say,
yeah,
I did it.
But I know you're supposed to get benefits for having the check mark, like for example, like the For You stuff and whatnot. Like you'll be popping up, and if you don't have the check mark, you don't appear on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. But that just seems so minor, Most of the time when people want to find someone on Twitter, they're gonna look them up anyways.
So here's a shocker with that blue check mark. That is one of the benefits.
Yeah.
But one of the other benefits, you're gonna love this one. You get real life customer service.
Real life customer service? What does that mean?
That means you're just a priority.
Okay, it's not like
so
I'm gonna have someone in my house just feeding me or something.
So since I don't have a blue check mark and I reach out to customer service for help on something,
yeah,
I'm on the back burner. They're gonna get whoever has a blue check mark first.
Interesting.
So even if I reach out to them first and then you have a blue check mark and you reach out a day later after me, they're gonna get to you first before they get to me.
If I have a problem with Twitter, I'm just gonna delete Twitter.
That's crazy. How much is that blue check mark? $8?
Yeah, it's like $8 a month.
And I think it's like $120 for the year.
Yeah.
That's insane, stupid. But to each their own. Whoever wants the blue check mark, get the blue check mark. But like I said, I knew he was gonna leave some people with it because he wants to build like a little wave, like, hey, hey, so and so got it.
Yeah.
Why don't you pay for it?
I don't know. I still think he's gonna run Twitter to the ground and then come out with his own social media.
Fuck it, because he does.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that have like 2 followers with the blue check mark.
That's funny though.
Like people are just having fun with it, and then there's a lot of fake Nintendo accounts out there.
Oh yeah, they all have the blue check mark too. Yeah, at that point you just gotta ignore the blue check mark. Like, you gotta actually do some digging and see who's real and who's not.
At this point, let me just put it to you like this: do not go to Twitter for news.
No, never
Ever anymore
no.
At this point, because that blue check mark is death. And it will give you the wrong
even before this, Twitter was the worst spot to find news. So much fake stuff and then biased stuff as well, all over Twitter. There's so much negativity on there too.
Oh, now there's more.
Yeah, so there's no point on being on Twitter. You just ignore it. You go on there, you find like someone getting slapped in the gym bathroom, and then you get off of it.
But that's what that is. So, B-Man, when you get back, I want to hear your thoughts on that, because I know we were supposed to have a back and forth on this one. So, put a pin in that one.
Yeah. Speaking of controversies, Bud Light.
Bud Light, yes. Bud Light.
Yes.
So, this is a few weeks old, but still going.
It's still going. Yeah, and I feel like this is going to be something that will go on for quite a while, because I feel like at this point, it's starting to expand past Bud Light, you know? Cause,
it's never been about Bud Light, though.
Yeah. You know, it's obviously just representation of just people. Yeah. You know, there's no point in trying to separate people, saying like, oh, you know, this is a person in the LGBTQ community. Just say it's a person, you know? And as long as they're not doing anything shady, you know, if they're a spokesperson, they're a spokesperson. Doesn't matter, you know? It's not going to change the quality of whatever product it is. Bud Light tastes just like Bud Light 10 years ago. You know, it's going to be exactly the same. Drinking it isn't going to make you all of a sudden gay, you know, like what some of these people think it is. You know, it's like, oh, if I drink it, all of a sudden I'm a liberal. You know, like it's so stupid how people think like that.
Just imagine, though, just for a second, just imagine being in your mid-40s, early 50s, angry at a beer can.
Enough to shoot it.
Enough to shoot it.
Yeah.
Enough to go on social media knowing damn well you don't really know how to use social media and attack.
On Twitter as well.
Twitter, TikTok, everything. To attack beer.
Yeah. Yeah, it literally doesn't matter. It's just a spokesperson. You know, it could be anyone, as long as that person itself doesn't do anything shady, like they're not making like those racist remarks, or they're not what's his face that we're about to talk about later on, David Cho. You know, as long as no one like that, what does it matter who it is?
So you're telling me that you're mad at them because they put this person on there, and now this is a gay drink. Do you not think that this drink was being served at gay bars way before this?
Yeah.
Do you not think that these LGBT, what is it? TQ? Yeah. I get confused with those flashes. Okay. Do you not think these people were already drinking this before that?
Yeah. See, so it's like, and that's for anything. There's no such thing as the gay ear anymore. You know, like grow up, people.
It is what it is, man. Like at this point, there are people just like you and I. Mm-hmm. They have feelings. They just have something I don't know. What is it like? This is just
people.
They're just people. This is what
doesn't matter what you know.
This is how they feel comfortable. They expressing themselves. Yeah. Let them express themselves. As long as they're not doing anything to you, like Yuki said, or doing anything out of the ordinary or left field. You know, like fuck it, just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Or people, man, like stop seeing race, stop seeing sexuality, stop doing that. Like, just respect each other, love each other, and let's move forward. Yeah. Hate is really killing us all.
Yeah, 'cause I know because of this as well, Bud Light is actually restructuring some higher ups and stuff. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they've been losing a lot of money. Like when you look at like their stocks and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been going down a lot because of this. And that's also because a lot of bars, like the privately owned bars.
Yeah, they stopped serving that.
Yeah, they just stopped serving Bud Light. Like, it's just so stupid.
Again, you're a grown person angry at beer.
You know what? I hope one of these days, because, most of these people, they always follow someone. Like, let's say Tom Brady. Tom Brady is everything to these type of people. And I want them to find a celebrity like that they just love. And that celebrity just comes out and be like, I'm gay. Just like the huge culture shock to that.
You don't even have to get him to say that. If you could get somebody like Tom Brady to just say, I support this community.
That too.
Boy, what are you going to do now? Football's gay. I'm not going to watch. Like, no, like, come on.
Yep.
But on that note, I did see a video earlier this week. There was a man at a Walmart, and I forgot where. I think it was Tennessee. Okay. He was grabbing cases of Bud Light and smashing them on the floor.
Of course, it's Tennessee.
Now, there's a twist, though.
Okay.
He's mad at this company because they have a spokesperson that's trans.
Yeah.
Transgender. And to him, that's like the most shittiest thing you could do. So he's going to destroy your products, right?
Uh-huh.
This man was also arrested for being a pedophile with a 16-year-old girl. So that was okay for him to do.
Yeah.
But don't you give my beer to a transgender.
It's so stupid. People's thinking, I don't understand. It's so stupid. It's just like when, even back then for like the Black Lives Matter, it's just like, there is no groups, it's just people, just like a lot of people, like the viewership for the NFL is going down during like all the kneeling and stuff like that. And it's so stupid, like all this hate for nothing.
Yeah. If they want to, let them kneel. Just like, imagine somebody said, like, you can't wear your hat during the national anthem, or you can't do the national anthem no more. You can't stand up. You got to sit down.
Yeah.
What if somebody told you that? Like, you got to sit down now. You can't stand up. Like, dude, just let this shit go. Just let them be what they want to be. Let people express themselves how they want to express themselves. As long as it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, if it's not affecting you, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Like, people are weird.
It's affecting Bud Light, though, fortunately. Losing so much revenue.
I'll go buy a 6-pack or something.
I would, but I just don't like the taste of beer, and that's any beer. I'm still trying to find a beer that is okay tasting to me, but I like fruity sweet drinks, so I can't do beer.
All beer tastes funky. Yeah, I'll go buy a 6-pack. I'll give them a little bit of money here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind. I know I'm not gay. I know that drinking is not gonna make me gay, but I love everybody. I love all my races. I love my whites. I love my blacks. I love my Hispanic folks. And I love y'all, straight, gay, whatever y'all are.
As long as you're nice.
That's all I care about.
As long as you're nice.
We respect each other. We good to go.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, on the lighter thing, AI.
AI.
Yes. So it's both a blessing and a curse, AI. Because obviously it could help a lot of people. First of all, it could take away a lot of dangerous jobs, specifically like factory jobs and whatnot, so that no one has to risk limbs or anything like that going on. It could also help stuff like when it comes to school, because obviously there's a huge shortage on teachers right now,
Yeah.
And
to TikTok and social media.
Yeah, and I feel like schools, instead of improving the pay and the just overall work balance for teachers, they'll just get AI, which is okay, I guess. But because it's mainly just textbook reading anyways. You just need someone just to show you how to do it.
I think it's best for, that's fine. Like, it sucks for teachers to be replaced, but you know what? Fuck it, do AI. Because like we said earlier, these kids are out of line, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're fucking out of line. And
and sometimes they exploit teachers for that too. Because some teachers want to be nice, give second chances. With AI, you failing. Yeah, there's no, if I do this, can you give me a 70, please? AI's like, no. But and then of course the curse of what it is. Obviously, I feel like Elon Musk even said this too. Another thing of him being smart, that he understands that AI could be too big for us. It can grow completely out of our hands. And we won't know what to do about it.
Just like moving to Mars.
Yeah. Well, he's doing it all himself. I don't know if he has AI involved or not. Whatchamacallit? Some people are still finding ways to exploit school, as well, getting them to getting like the Chat GPT to write full essays for them, and it can't be caught either from other cheating devices, and of course with AI, a lot of things can go wrong. For some odd reason, I forgot what the place was called. They're trying to give the task AI on how to destroy humanity in a simulation, but why do that in a simulation? Anyways, there's no point in doing that.
We gotta play it safe with AI because it's super smart. So put it in a simulation where it can kill everybody.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. What's the point of that? It's like when they make like these viruses where it's like, oh yeah, extremely deadly. If it gets out, half the world's population is gonna die. Why make it then?
Severance.
Yeah. Hell, COVID maybe. But there's no point in any of this stuff.
Just like Dwight said, there's too many people. We need a new plague.
We got it. Yeah, it's coming with though. For now. Yeah, AI, I believe it is getting out of hand. I feel like right now, there's no point in it. A lot of these companies are just trying to improve AI. And they're trying to do it so quickly, like it's possible, like just to be the first one, like, oh yeah, well my AI could do this,
and that's how it gets bugged. Exactly.
I prefer us to kind of go back a little bit and focus on doing VR. We can't even do VR right. We could do AI right,
We can't even get good internet.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like we're reaching too far. It really are. It's gonna come completely out of our hand, and at that point, I don't know, just fucking Stone Age us if it gets too far. Just take away all electronics. But
damn, can you imagine that? That'd be fucking crazy.
It was, like a lot of people are like, oh, it'll be easy, but I think it's still gonna be like a cultural shock if we were to lose all electronics.
It would be easy to anybody that was born in the 80s and back.
Yeah.
Anybody from the 90s, or what? I don't know, 90s too. Anybody born after like 99, they're gonna have a little bit of trouble with it.
Yeah, because it's just like, even now, like, because there's some people still like in their mid-20s, early 30s, addicted to like social media and whatnot. So then it goes away, and then it's like, what the fuck do I do now? It's just kind of sitting there, not knowing what to do.
Just like that day that, what was it, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, they all went down. That one day.
Yeah, they all went down. It was just for one day too, wasn't it? Yeah, just for one day.
Wasn't even a full day.
Yeah, it wasn't even a full day. You're right. And there was mass panic. Like, just no one knew what to do. People were just like flooding Google about the server issues and stuff like that. Like, Christ, chill out.
Google, like, leave me the fuck alone.
Go eat somewhere or something. Go watch a movie. It wasn't even a whole day. You could have done anything else. But yeah. I don't know. I think AI just needs to be a thing that we let go for right now. Let's focus on other things.
Yeah, AI needs to be on the back burner because we have a whole lot more that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
Before we introduce something like this.
Yeah, I agree. AI is just too far ahead for us at the moment. It's too much of a curve right now. So I fully agree with Elon Musk. I know him and Stephen Hawking and then a whole bunch of other people, they were doing everything they can to stop AI development, and I fully agree with that.
Like, can you imagine the AI of being able to make a song with your favorite rappers, though?
See, yes. That's another, like, that's a good and a bad thing, because you could use any musician you want, even ones that are dead. Like, put Michael Jackson in there, But a lot of the creativity could also be gone too from it. It's not gonna have that person's creative touch. I could put Kanye to make any music I want, but it's not gonna have his touch, his slightly racist touch. Whatever.
Slightly racist, out of this world touch.
Yeah, he makes good music. Terrible person though, but
it's true.
So I feel like it's going too far. We're sending people movies. They're going to be putting people's faces, just like what they did with Star Wars on The Mandalorian. They put what's his face Was it the Mandalorian?
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, his younger self on there. And I feel like at that point it could go even further.
And I think somebody just signed off on letting them use their face and voice even after they're gone.
Yeah,
I forgot who it was though. But somebody already gave you the rights.
It could probably be a bunch of people that did that already. The Rock. It's got to be The Rock. It made me the toughest motherfucker out there. He doesn't have to act. He doesn't have to do it. So they could put him like rock climbing with no equipment on Mount Everest.
He's so trash. I hate The Rock.
Yeah.
You know who's a good actor?
Who?
And I have a lot of respect for him just because
Vin
of what he's done. No. Batista.
Batista?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was in that newest movie, right? That you were talking about earlier, the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, and because The Rock and Vin Diesel both have clauses in their contracts.
They have to be the toughest.
They got to be the toughest. They can't lose the fight, and if it's not a loss or a win, it's gonna have to be a tie.
Yeah,
Batista's not like that. He's just like, whatever. If I gotta die. I'll die. Fuck it. I just want to make a good movie. So I have respect for him. But if y'all haven't seen that movie, it's on Netflix called Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, not bad. Pretty good movie.
Because he does Drax, too, for Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him on there. Which I agree. I feel like it would be corny if he had, like, the same clause, like, he had to be the strongest one. I like how he seems more, I guess, I wouldn't say normal, because he's still technically like an alien. But, he's not, like, over the top, powerful and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For example, on the Avengers movie, they still lost. He was one of the ones that
got killed.
Yeah, went away and
got
everything.
blipped.
Yeah, so I bet The Rock did it.
Rock would have been like, "I am Black Adam.
He was.
I will be Thanos."
He was still out there pulling helicopters with the bare hands,
with feet.
Yeah. But anyways, movies. Since we're already talking about movies.
Hey.
Do you want to start it off good or bad?
First of all, let's start it off on a high note. Oh, shit. That's not even the screen.
The Mario movie?
Mario movie is already at $871 million.
Yep. It's going to break the $1 billion club.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it's got
to. These allergies are fucking me up.
It's okay. Me too. I know the last episode was horrible for me. Take off the sweater.
Yuki is stripping. Ugh. Oh my God, Yuki, put your pants back on.
Bruh. It was just my sweater. It was a PlayStation sweater.
Man, we're just having a rough day today.
Anyways, it broke 800 million. It's gonna make the $1 billion club. It has to be. And I really, really, really want it to, just so they can make more video game movies.
Oh, it doesn't have to hit $1 billion anymore for them to say, let's make more. It's already solidified that more can be made.
And using this, really successful.
Yeah, using this blueprint.
Yeah.
Sonic, well, you know what? Sonic was actually the blueprint, I guess, because that was super successful.
Oh, not that rough draft. Remember the very first trailer of it?
Thank God they listened and then they went back and redid it. And thank you for everybody that went to go see it. Instead of just complaining and then be like, okay, well, I'm not going to see it now.
Yep. Yeah, because it is a really good movie. Like I said, it is going to be the renaissance of video game movies that are coming out. But no, I still wanted just to break the $1 billion club anyways, because it would be nice just to say, like, a video game movie broke $1 billion. And of course, it has to be Mario. Mario is the most well-known video game character. Hell, it's probably one of the top well-known just characters in general. You know, like up there with Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. Everyone knows Mario.
Super popular.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I'm going to continue to update y'all with this number until this movie gets out of theaters.
Same. Hell, even when it's out of theaters, I wonder how well it would be for like streaming services and stuff, and DVD. Well, not DVDs anymore. Blu-rays and whatnot.
I pre-ordered mine already.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have a special edition one too.
They had I pre-ordered a special edition steel, like 4K. Steel.
Yeah,
and it comes in a Power Star case.
See, yeah, that's pretty cool. See, I figured it would come something like that, or like the question block. Mark block. Yeah.
So if y'all haven't, I think they still have some. I think they sold out of the 4K version, but the Blu-ray, I think they still have some of those, at least on Walmart's website. Oh yeah. I think it's a Walmart exclusive.
Because I know it's just doing everything good for Nintendo. Because even at work, so many parents are coming in with like really small kids and stuff like that. They're like, "You got any Mario games?" You know, because they're like, "Yeah, we just saw the Mario movie, and they're all about Mario right now." Selling a whole bunch of Switches and stuff like that, even Wii's still, because just to get anything Mario related.
Introducing these younger generations into
Mario, yep.
Where it all began.
Best way to do it is with this movie, because I feel like this movie was made specifically for little kids too. You know, because it's very fast paced, no like long drawn out things, so their attention span, since it's already small, will just be able to bounce around with it.
And it's super colorful.
Yep.
Even in the dark worlds, it's colorful.
Yeah, it's still colorful, like with the lava and then like their eyes glowing and stuff like that. And of course, Luigi being green.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out, please. It's a fun movie. Watch it with your family. If you don't have a family, I'm sorry, just go watch it by yourself.
It's a good movie, anyways. Yeah, it really is one of those. Just you watch it, just have fun. You know, you don't have to. You can shut your mind off while watching it, more or less, and just enjoy time.
It is true. And on that note, there is somebody in that movie that I've grown very fond of.
Jack Black?
Well, Jack Black, I've always been a fan of him.
Oh.
But it's Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes.
Yeah. I personally think she is beautiful. And she took this Peach role.
She did a really good job for Peach. No. Yeah, I completely agree with you, because they could have gone so many different ways with Peach. You know, hell, they could have even made her silent like in the game. All she really ever says is, "Mario, help me," and that's it. You know,
that would have been
funny. But no, honestly, a lot of people in that movie really did hit the mark. Like I said, my main criticism for that was Cranky Kong. I forget who played Cranky Kong, to be honest.
I think a lot of people had criticism towards him.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing was Cranky Kong. He wasn't cranky.
Yeah, he wasn't cranky. You know, like when you play like the old Donkey Kong Country game, you know, for example, like the one on Super Nintendo, I think after you beat the first level, you could go talk to Cranky Kong. That would automatically just give you like what he's supposed to be, you know? But it just wasn't that. Here, he just seemed just like any other generic old king that you could see in any movie, you know.
He could have been written a lot better.
Yeah,
that was Fred Armisen that voiced him. I didn't have a problem with the voice. It's just he wasn't written angry or cranky.
Yeah. Everyone else did good. Hell, even Chris Pratt did good. You don't really pay attention to his voice too much.
And I do appreciate that. So, and a lot of people are talking about the voices. You know, everybody's used to the way he sounds in the games. So they kind of played that off as just them doing accents for the commercial.
Yeah.
And so that's what it was. I liked it. Chris Pratt did a good job. Charlie Day just has a weird voice to me. So that Luigi voice was alright.
Yeah.
I felt like they could have gone with somebody else. But, you know, it works.
I felt like he sold the character, though. You know, like the scaredy cat that Luigi's supposed to be.
Yeah.
They all sold the character pretty much, except Cranky Kong.
So, go watch it. Type in code GOODYCLICK on your checkout and you'll get no % off.
And full price for popcorn.
You're welcome.
Anyways, more sour stuff. David Cho.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, there's a new show going on called Beef on Netflix. I personally never seen it, but it is breaking records. It is #1 watched on Netflix right now. It is doing phenomenal. And just like with any other phenomenal show / movie, people are going to try to find any dirt on the actors in those movies and shows. Well, anyways, they found something on David Cho. And it's probably going to be the worst thing in existence. So he was on a podcast in 2014, I want to say.
2014.
2014. And he was describing his experience. Mind you, we're not going to play the video. Horrible video.
But if you do want to listen to it, just type in David Cho podcast.
David Cho podcast, and I'm pretty sure it'll pop up.
It'll be one of the first ones up there.
Anyways, so he's describing his experience at going to a massage parlor. And I guess he just took it upon himself, after some fantasies older men have, that massage parlors do extra stuff in the back, I guess.
Those
So
happy endings.
yeah, all happy endings to a back massage. Anyways, so he more or less forced someone to touch him and then proceeded to rape them as well. But he played it off as a joke. It was just like, haha, it's all fun and games. You know, she didn't want it, but it was all fun. She laughed about it, all that jazz. No, he still raped someone, and he publicly admitted to it too in front of everyone. It's already terrible that you did that. It's even more terrible you made a joke about it. So it's a terrible guy. I don't know if the show is still going or if they were going to make like another season or anything. Either way, he's more or less just done. He's probably not going to get any role for anything. I hate thinking about it. I listen to it and horrible how he describes it because he doesn't just say what he did. He goes in depth about it and just like fully describes what he did. And yeah, it's horrible thing that he did.
Yeah. So it's it's a terrible audio. How he goes into details on what he did and all that, and it just sounds bad. And reading this recently right now, the cast from the show, the series Beef, they are defending him,
bruh,
but they're saying that it was a fabricated story.
He said it,
but it's like, yeah, he said it. So are you telling me he fabricated it himself to make a joke? Because even if this was a joke, it was a horrible joke. Why would you joke about something like that?
Because it's not like this massage parlor lady came out and said like, oh, he did this to me. No, he came out and said it. Now, I know we were just talking about AI. There's no AI in 2014. So it's for sure him talking. And I don't know. The fact that they're defending him, that they should all be in the wrong for that too. Like, I don't know how they could sleep at night defending someone like that. Because again, even if it is a joke, horrible thing to joke about, especially going that in depth about it too. Like that's not something where you could be like, haha, April Fools, I didn't do any of that. Nah, you for sure did it. And there's no way out of it at this point.
So, reading this article here, looks like by Variety, Cho is stating that he responded to the backlash in 2014 denying he was a rapist, and a statement saying that the podcast was a complete extension of his art as a storyteller. Pretty much saying that he isn't denying the things that happened in there, but that he may have worded everything more douchey than what it was, coming off as a rapist.
But he already even said it. Again, if y'all want to listen to it, go ahead. But he already said, while he was describing it, the lady said, no, I'm not going to do that. And then she repeated that, no, I'm not going to do that. So no matter what, when there's no means no, everyone, be adults, whether you're a man or a woman, no means no. And if she's saying no, anything after that is considered rape. Or at least sexual abuse. Or, no, not sexual abuse, sexual assault, excuse me.
Yeah. So, if you want to listen to it, the podcast it's with Asa Akira, I think that's how you say his name. It's a DVD Asa, it's the name of the podcast. So if you want to go check that out on YouTube, that's where we heard it. But it's horrible. I don't know. I think he did it, and he was just trying to save his ass. But we'll see if anybody else comes out and says anything, or if even this girl that was, raped? I don't like using that word. That was
the R word.
That was R word. Let's see if she comes out and says anything about it now. That it's.
I don't even know if they're gonna be able to find her, because did he even say what massage parlor was? Yeah, because it could be. There's a bajillion massage parlors.
Who knows? Maybe he did it somewhere else. With another girl, and that girl's gonna come out and say, "Yeah, he did it to me."
That's true.
This is pretty much gonna lead to a lot more, because who knows if anybody really listened to the podcast back then with him. I don't think he was that big of a star.
Yeah, so they probably just kind of just dropped there. It was like, oh, that's just some random ass creepy dude, you know.
Yeah.
But even then, even if he was just a random ass guy, hearing something like that, you can't be okay with that. Anyways, kind of if it does come out. Speaking of coming out, what's his face? Jonathan Majors. Still about him. Still going on with him. More and more people are coming out saying that, he abused them, hit them and whatnot, and that he was, just overall an aggressive person.
So with that though, here's the thing I don't like about this. Is anytime there is a situation where somebody gets called on for assault or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
there's always a following of other people like, oh yeah, he did it to me. And it's one of those situations like, did he really do it, or you're just seeking attention and your little 15 minutes of fame?
Yeah, see, most of the time, I maybe just my good heart saying like, maybe, that they are right. But then I always think about the Bill Cosby case, how all those women came out and it was proven that a lot of them were lying,
Yeah.
that they had like absolutely no connection with Bill Cosby whatsoever. They were just trying to get money and again, that attention. So I don't know. It's always rough. Most people tend to side with the victim at first anyways, but it just based off of previous events and whatnot, it's tough. It's tough about who you want to decide with before seeing actual evidence, And right now there hasn't been really much of any evidence at all. I don't know. It's not looking too good for Jonathan Majors.
It's not. It's spiraling out of control. So from what I hear though, the main case, there's enough evidence there to put that to rest, but they're still doing their investigation.
Yeah.
But now it's just these other people coming out saying the same thing. And again, people, please don't lie about stuff like this. You can't affect a person.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how small the lie is, you can really destroy somebody.
Yeah, I still think it's the timing of it all. It's like literally his career is like about to explode. Like he's right there, right before the peak. After Creed and Ant-Man, and now setting up to pretty much be the next Avengers villain.
Pretty much to be the next Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
villain.
And for all this to happen, literally right before it happens.
That's crazy, man. Damn it. Well, like I said, we can wait to see what happens. There's a lot of speculation that who could replace him or whatever. One of the names, and I forgot about him too, but I wouldn't mind seeing this. If all of this does hit the fan and it comes out to be he's guilty, they got to replace him. John Boyega as King.
Who's that again?
From Star Wars.
Oh yeah, actually that's not that bad of an idea.
That's not bad. I like him. He was in the Woman King, which was a phenomenal movie, and he played that role really well too. So I wouldn't mind seeing him also, but I'm pulling for Majors and for him to get out of this hopefully. But if it turns out that this is true, that he did do it, fuck man, it sucks.
Yeah, sucks for everyone at that point.
Yeah,
sucks for the victims.
For
Sucks
sure.
that he would do something like that anyways and kind of ruin his own life.
Yeah,
because you pretty much just ruin any sort of career you have. Now you got to work at McDonald's
right after prison.
Yeah.
So hopefully not. Hopefully it's all fabricated, and worst thing that happens is he loses some of the roles and he just has to work for it now.
So on a lighter note, Five Nights at Freddy's, that movie.
FNAF.
Some leaks are coming out about it. Like some pictures on set and whatnot. The direction of the movie, and then its rating.
Oh, so I think that's the first thing I want to hear about.
Which one?
The rating.
The rating. Yeah, that was actually the main thing, which was going to lead off to a little bit of extra. It's PG-13.
I knew it.
I knew it too. I knew it because, again, most of its fan base is teenagers and children. So if you make it rated R, now you pretty much just cut out like 60% of your fans.
Because you're less likely to get a parent to go with this kid to go watch this movie.
Yeah, because like imagine you're a parent, never heard of Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyone who's listening to this, if you never heard of Five Nights at Freddy's, imagine a kid comes up to you and like, can you go take me to go see this horror movie of Chuck E. Cheese animatronics killing kids? Are you really gonna go take your kids to go see this?
There's a lot of people that I think might.
Yeah, we took my youngest brother to go see Deadpool.
That's a big mistake.
Whoopsies. Anyways, yeah, so it's PG-13. And it makes sense on a business point on to do this. I hate it because there's no good PG-13 horror movies.
There really isn't.
There's not. The only ones I could maybe give a pass to is Mama and Insidious. But even then, Insidious is really reaching it because the only way to get part 1 is you got to watch part 2, which is stupid. And then Mama was an okay movie.
Well, you know what? Wasn't Sinister? No, that was rated R.
Rated R.
Damn.
Yeah.
I might have to look some up. Go ahead, continue.
So, yeah, most PG-13 horror movies are not good. If anything, at best, again, they are okay.
Holy fuck, this list sucks.
I told you, yeah. Gonzo just pulled up the list on the screen. Let me just give you like a quick rundown of the list. So we have Possession, Lights Out, Insidious, Devil.
The Devil ain't
That's
bad.
that's what I'm saying. See, like the best would be okay, but there's nowhere like, oh, this is a good movie. You know, The Visit, Mama, Split, The Woman in Black. What else? I can't really see. Ouija, Slender Man. That one. Those are just two of my personal.
Oh, look. This is not bad.
ones.
This is a good one. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That was a good.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Okay.
We found one, people. We found one.
So, but again, majority PG-13 movies, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. It's hard to make a good horror movie, and when they're PG-13, it's hard to make it even okay. It's A Quiet Place is not PG-13. No way. It was?
Yeah. It didn't show anything.
Well, that's true. It was mainly quiet the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go. There goes the diamond in the rough.
Which is true. Wow.
Anyways, so yeah, PG-13 movie, horrible. Because at that point, like, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's doesn't have gore or anything like that. It doesn't have curse words. I get it, but it does have like scary imagery. Of course, it's all about jump scares. And then its main premise of the story is something graphic. It's literally a kid getting his head squished in one of the animatronics mouths, which one of the leaks is going to take place in a flashback. So you can't show it on the video.
It'll be flash, like it'll show probably the kid in the mouth and then like fade to black or something.
You just hear like the metal or something. Yeah. But it's still like you can't, but you also can't make it too scary because it's also PG-13 because you can't have horror imagery. You can't have, I forget what it says for rated R movies when it says something like it's actually like meant to be scary. But you can't do that. So at that point, it's just like, it's like a kid's movie, you know? It's another kid's movie. Hell, what's it called? Nightmare Before Christmas is probably scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, so, oh shit, I thought I heard something ring. Work is following me. So I agree, and that's the thing with these video games. When you make these scary games for kids, the movie comes out, the biggest fan base will be the kids.
Yep.
And the movie has to cater to that. So I still think they should have just went with rated R.
Me too. I completely agree.
I think you would have still got a whole bunch of people because Five Nights at Freddy came out when?
Like 2012, the first game.
2012.
Yeah.
So the majority of the fans from then are already of age.
Yeah.
They would have seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would have younger brothers or sisters or whatever that they would have been able to take with them to watch it. So I don't think they would have lost any money on that. It's going to suck, like you said, because, yeah, the game itself relies on jump scares. Imagery, right? Scary things that you see or what you can't see. But the biggest thing is the gore behind it, the horror behind it.
Yeah.
These kids being killed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, there is a lot of imagery that would make it where it's like, yeah, it's fully rated R, movie. Kids are being killed. The main bad guy gets trapped in one of the suits and gets like
That the
squeezed into the suit where he, I guess, dies.
Springtrap?
Yeah.
See, and everybody was like, they want the Springtrap scene in the movie. You're not gonna.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it now. That's for a fact. You're not getting it.
Getting that scene, and if you do get it, it's gonna show the.
You're gonna hear it.
That's it. You'll hear it.
Yeah.
Hear some metal moving around. Hear some squishing, and then that's it.
Yeah. Anyways, it has a decent cast. You know, there's no like huge names, but it's names at least that's been in other movies. Don't ask me because I'm not good at names.
I only knew of Matthew Lillard. That's the guy from Scooby Doo.
Yeah, Shaggy. Yeah, yeah. See, that's how I know. I know him based off like who played what in other movies. I'm not gonna remember the actual actor's name a lot of the time. Anyways, yeah, he even got Markiplier, the YouTuber, to be a part of it since he was.
Really?
Yeah, since his main thing started pretty much with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Interesting.
Anyway, some leak stuff. Again, more actors that are gonna be a part of it. The scenery, apparently it takes place, they renovated an old abandoned Lowe's into the pizzeria.
Man, it's gonna be a big ass building then.
Yeah. I mean it makes sense, I guess, because when you think about it, places like Chuck E. Cheese and whatnot, they're pretty big. They're not tiny per se.
That looks dope. So what did you read on what year it takes place? Because that looked like an old ass cop car. Unless that was like a flashback scene.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of flashbacks to the 80s because that's technically when the story starts with the boy dying.
Okay.
And then that pretty much leads to his dad per se, killing off the kids and stuff like that. So it's mainly like in the 80s flashbacks, but time wise, like present, it is gonna be around this time if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Well, not bad. I mean, I'm gonna definitely check it. I'm gonna take the kids to go see it. I know they're wanting to.
Yeah, I'll still go see it, but I know it's not gonna do good. I know it's gonna flop. So? No,
you think it'll flop?
I think it will flop because I think like not just from critics, but even like whatchamacallit, viewer scores and stuff like that are gonna be terrible. So it'll probably make his money just the initial weekend of hype, like the hype money. And then after that first weekend, nothing. It's going to just dramatically drop off. And then most people will just wait till it goes to like HBO or something.
Well, the interesting thing about this movie, it's going to be released in theaters and Peacock.
Yeah, that's even more reason that it's going to do horribly. People are just going to like get that free weekend on Peacock, make an email up, and there you go. Watch Five Nights at Freddy's.
So who knows? I mean, I would hate for it to fail, but I don't know. I mean, if it fails, let it fail. That way they can come back and be like, you know what? We got to make it rated R.
Mm-hmm. It's because some movies do that. Like they have the theater release, and then they'll have like the uncut or unrated or whatever version that they have. Yeah, so maybe they will have something like that. Hopefully, if they're smart enough, then do an unrated version. You can get your money back on DVD sales. Yeah, that's true.
But then again, Halloween Ends had an unrated version as well.
Really?
Or director's cut, something like that.
Huh. Interesting.
It didn't make a difference. The movie was still trash. But they put it on Peacock, that version.
Or, because I mean, we've already seen it with Justice League. They turned a trash movie into a really good movie. So,
and Warner Brothers regrets that decision.
Which is stupid. Like, if you would have gone all the ways with that one, you could have easily competed with Marvel. Like, yeah, Marvel's gone to shit at this point. But, yeah, at least during its heyday, you could have competed.
Interesting.
Anyways.
I'm not ready for that. I'll go watch it. Hopefully it does okay. We'll see.
I think that's reaching even for okay.
For now.
I think just going to have that initial hype and that's it.
That's crazy. All right. Any other movie news on that one? Or anything else?
Nope. That's it for me.
So have we reached the top 5? Are we doing top 5 or top 10, right?
Yeah, it's up to you. How much have you been doing this already?
About average. So we can finish these lists.
All right. So top 10 or 5?
We'll do the top 10.
Top 10. Okay.
Since Beamen ain't here.
So we have a list for y'all guys. It's gonna be the worst good guys, and this is for movies, mind you. So pretty much just the good guys that did practically nothing in their respective movie. It doesn't have to be their movie. It could even be other movies that they just so happen to be in, and they just did absolutely nothing. Let's see. You want to start it off, or you want me to start it off?
I can start off.
You want me to start it off? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So these I actually do have in an order. So we'll start off with number 10. We have Vision in Infinity War. So Vision is supposed to be the most badass character in the Avengers at that point. You know, he was supposed to be going toe to toe like Ultron, which he did. You know, he did a lot of stuff. He could wield Thor's hammer and everything. He had access to any power that the stone gave him. That's in for it. I forget what stone it was. I think it was the Mind Stone,
the yellow
Soul
one.
Stone.
Was it orange?
Yeah. I don't remember which stone it is. One of the two. Anyways,
I know Ivan's turning in his bed right now, like.
So in Infinity War, this man got stabbed 4 times, and that was it. He died.
Mind Stone.
The Mind Stone. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's on his forehead. Duh. But anyways, yeah, he got stabbed 4 times. Died. Thanos brought him back to life. Killed him again.
One nigga died twice.
Yeah, he died twice in the same movie and fought no one the entire time. So it was horrible. He did absolutely nothing. And they didn't bring him back for anything either. He was technically in WandaVision, I guess, but still. Yeah. That doesn't count. Number 9, we have Slipknot from Suicide Squad. Man, he rappelled up a building, blew up, and that was it.
That's true.
He did nothing more, nothing less. Literally useless in the movie. There was no point in giving him a name, no point in describing his uses and stuff like that. He did one thing and then immediately died.
Rip.
Plus Suicide Squad. I hate that movie. That movie doesn't deserve to exist, honestly.
Dang, fucked up.
I just didn't like it. You know? That was the point that I felt like DC was making nothing but trash movies. Every movie they came out with was just a huge miss for me. Just couldn't watch any of their movies.
I don't know. Yeah, that movie was bad.
Anyways, that was 9. So 8, we have Raphael on the live action Ninja Turtles. Hell, actually, I have it from TMNT, the animated one, onward. So technically, any of those. You know, maybe he'll change it around in this newest movie. It did kind of look like it. But I hate the trope that he has where he's the defiant brother that always wants to fight Leonardo. You know? I understand wanting to do it once. Maybe kind of referencing it a little bit. But when you make him, that's it. That's his character. He doesn't do anything else. No. You know, he just wants to be a little bitch because he's not the leader. I hate it. But in the newest one, again, they all look younger too. He doesn't look like he's that kind of person. They look like they're just all having fun. They don't have their generic tropes, you know?
They took one scene of him wanting to fight Leonardo and then just roll with that. That's his character arc. That was it.
Yeah, like they pretty much made that into everything. And it feels so forced. It's really noticeable in the live action ones because it just doesn't make sense. On the animated one, it kind of made sense because Leonardo left. You know, yeah, he was gone for like, what was it, like 3 years or something like that?
It was more of Raphael like dealing with abandonment issues.
Yes, you know, that's why he was pissed off. Yeah. You know, on the live action ones,
he's just mad.
Yeah, he's just mad just to be mad. You know, so it doesn't make sense. That's why I hate that trope. Anyways, 7, Knuckles, and that's another trope. You know, this is for Sonic 2. Really good movie. Highly recommend it. At first, Knuckles is amazing. Idris Elba really sells the part as well. Just like the badass that was meant to be more or less like an equal to Sonic. You know, Sonic had all his speed, but Knuckles had all the strength. Mm-hmm. You know, and they could go toe to toe at that point, and it really sells it. But then maybe the last quarter of the movie, they went back to the trope that Knuckles is an idiot. You know, like they didn't make it to where like in the older stuff he was just gullible. You know, Eggman tricks him. That's given. You know, that's the whole point of his thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they did that and then more. They literally made him into an idiot. You know, and I hated that. I hated that they made it to where just like all of a sudden just dumb. Because at first he seemed smart, you know, like ready to just fight Sonic, knew what he had to do, you know, he strategized and everything like that, and then just out the window.
Maybe because he was unfamiliar with the way things are handled here on Earth.
I don't know. I just didn't like it. Maybe they'll redeem him on Sonic 3, you know, but I hope they don't make him just into another idiot. Like, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Sonic Boom cartoon. That's how they made it to where he was.
Bruh.
That's just how pissed off I was about that. Anyways, 6. The Green Goblin in Spider-Man 3. Now, he's technically a bad guy at first, kind of. But it's Harry, you know? So he's a good guy, quote unquote. He's just mad because his dad died. But, like, once he loses memory,
little
good guy.
Bitch, get over
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up Yuki.
Anyways, yeah, so he loses memory and everything. He turns into a good guy. But it's mainly like the last scene, like the fight scene. He doesn't do anything. He throws like a grenade on Sandman and then gets stabbed by Venom.
That's true.
That was it. That's his entire thing. Like, he couldn't do any more. He couldn't like have a fight scene where he's actually fighting Sandman, or maybe he actually is fighting Venom or anything. No, again, he throws the 2 bombs when Sandman's like really big. Sandman just like does something. I forgot. I mean, he just didn't die. That's the whole point. He had to change a heart, and Venom just kills him.
Yeah, that's right. Sandman does. He goes into the air. He disappears.
That's right. Yeah. See, because he had to change a heart. Apologize to Spider-Man for killing his uncle and stuff like that. You know. And anyways.
Yeah, that movie sucked though.
Yeah, I hated that. 5. War Machine on Iron Man 3. War Machine, I don't even remember what happened to him. Like, all I remember that they kidnap his suit. They take his suit and put the president in there to try to blow it up. But he doesn't really do anything. It's not like he comes to save Tony Stark at any point. It's not like has like a huge battle scene trying to defend the president before they take his suit and stuff, you know. Nothing. He just does
Spider-Man
nothing.
3 or Spider-Man 3.
Iron Man 3. Yeah, Iron Man 3. No, he doesn't do anything. It's not like he's helping Iron Man get over his PTSD or something. It's nothing. He doesn't do any of it. No, hate it.
That movie was bad.
4, Robin. We'll keep this one short. Robin was just the utility belt for Batman. That was it.
Robin?
Yeah.
From where?
Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he did nothing else other than that. He could have literally just been rewritten as the utility belt for Batman, and that was it. And Robin didn't even have to be in that movie.
That movie stupid.
3. Now these are the big boys. Wong in Doctor Strange 2, The Multiverse of Madness.
Wong.
So again, he's supposed to be stupid strong, the Sorcerer Supreme and stuff like that, and does nothing. He pretty much becomes Wanda's bitch in that movie. You know, he follows her everywhere and just hoping to get to like that temple or whatever it was. But he doesn't do anything. He struggled to even fight those golem things too. It's pretty much was just Doctor Strange doing everything. Doctor Strange had to come from a different dimension to stop Wanda. Wong couldn't even do it. Wong just got everyone killed in that giant like war against Wanda too.
Well, he tried.
Oh, he sucked.
E for efforts.
Yeah, he sucked. 2 is, this one's just funny. Jazz from the first Transformers movie. He was the little one.
Smallest one, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go. What's the bad Transformer called again?
Megatron.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go up there and fight Megatron. He goes up that building with Megatron, gets ripped in half, and that was it. It's done. He didn't even fight. No gun, no sword, nothing. He went out there and immediately got ripped in half.
And they never bring him back.
No, they never brought him back. I wonder why.
That's crazy.
Last one. This is for all of his movies. Hate him in all of his movies. Maybe the book was different. But Harry Potter. Harry Potter is the worst good guy to ever exist in those movies. Because he does absolutely nothing.
It's all on Hermione and Ron.
Yeah, them and then the old guy, what's his name? Dumbledore. They do everything. Harry Potter is just there.
Harry Potter's just there causing trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't really do anything that someone else doesn't help him or outright do for him.
Yeah,
you know. And again, it's like that for all the movies. Hell, technically, he didn't even stop Voldemort. You know, he had that little one-on-one fight with him, but technically the one that stopped it was, I think his name's Neville or something. He was the one to kill his snake, and that's what stopped it, you know? So, not even Harry Potter stopped him.
Shout out to Neville.
So, he did absolutely nothing, literally pointless to have. Maybe in the books, he did something.
I think in the book, it's different to where he's actually...
Yeah, I know that they're making that new show on HBO that is supposed to be 1-for-1 about the books, you know? So maybe he will actually do something there. But the movies, it just didn't do any justice.
Huh.
That's my worst good guys.
So your worst good guy is my number 10 good guy, Harry Potter.
Yep.
Same reasons. He did more trouble than he did good. Mm-hmm. He was always being saved by somebody else. My number 9 is Owen Grady, Jurassic World Dominion. For those of you who don't know, that's Chris Pratt's character.
He choked out a dinosaur.
That's the reason why. My man choked a dinosaur out. That's it. Number 8 is Casey Jones from the live action Out of the Shadows movie, which is the part 2, which is the one that sucked. Mm-hmm. He was fucking pointless in that movie.
He was a let go cop, right?
He was a cop.
Yeah, he
was
a
let go cop who just turned vigilante.
He also looks scrawny as hell too. Because isn't he supposed to at least have some muscle on him? Like he's supposed to be like the human version of Raphael.
Pretty much, yeah. He's supposed to have the same. He's supposed to be hot headed too.
Yeah,
just like Raph, and he was just more. He was more like Michelangelo.
Yeah. It was so goofy. Did he even have the mask in that movie?
No.
I don't remember seeing his mask.
Nah, he didn't have a mask. And if he did, it was probably at the very end where it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars.
Was he meant to be taken seriously though?
I don't think he was meant to be taken seriously. It was just so annoying to have him there. Like if he was just at one scene, be done with it. But he joined them throughout the rest of the movie.
Yeah,
and he was just he's talking like this, y'all. Oh my god! But yeah, I couldn't agree with that. Number 6, I think, is Alice from Resident Evil.
I was about to say Alice in Wonderland.
From Resident Evil. It was from the third one forward.
Which Resident Evil was it where they're like on that huge, like, I guess, tunnel that goes down and they're falling, shooting?
That's Extinction. What is it, like fucking 5?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're just falling, shooting down.
Goofy
and
scene.
Wesker's shooting up.
Yeah.
And they're shooting everybody except Wesker.
Except him, yeah. And he's not even hitting them either.
Yeah, I'm always bad.
I never liked any other Resident Evil movies. All Capcom movies that have been brought to life, which is just Resident Evil and Monster Hunter, terrible. And what makes it worse, they're made by the same people and stars the same actor.
It's true.
And they're both horrible. They're making a Mega Man movie as well. It's supposed to be live action, which
Chris Pratt's gonna be back.
If it's made by the same guy with the same actor, if she does Mega Man or just like any of the robots in there, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, she's probably gonna be in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed because Mega Man has, I don't remember if it's a sister or a friend or something like that. But anyway, there's a girl with Mega Man, you know, and if she
she's gonna be Mega Man. She's not taking any other. But no, I didn't like her character beyond the second one. It just became very stupid.
Yeah.
Well, the movies just became very stupid beyond that. Number 5, Anakin Skywalker. From the Star Wars series. He just became...
I hate you.
He was very whiny. You know, you were shown that Darth Vader was just a badass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't take shit from no one. And then it turns out his character arc was because he was always just being told no.
He was an angsty teenager.
Pretty much.
That's all it was. He was an angsty ass teenager.
And he was pissed off at the world, and he was whining and crying, and that's what led to him. So, hated that.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Star-Lord in Infinity War. Everybody knows why? Because he's the reason why everybody got snapped away.
He's the reason they lost.
He's the reason they fucking took an L. That guy there sucked.
That's crazy. You got Chris Pratt twice in this list.
Lucky Mario was good.
He would have been 3 times.
Then April O'Neil, Megan Fox version.
Dang, so both human actors in Ninja Turtles.
Why was she in that?
I feel like Megan Fox can't even act.
It's just a pretty face.
So she, like, because on Transformers, same thing. They didn't really do anything.
Nope, and that's why they just showed her pretty face and then her body, and then that sold everybody.
Isn't that the reason why Michael Bay said that he has her on his movies?
I think so.
Yeah, just because she just likes the way she looks.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Bay's so weird, bro.
He reminds me of my 10th grade art teacher.
What?
I drew a girl in bikini. I think it was the GTA Vice City.
Oh, okay,
that girl?
cover?
I drew that girl, and he gave me 100. And then I think the following week I drew like SpongeBob or something, and then he gave me a 90. And he wrote on there, "Do more of the hot girls." I'm like, all right. Well, it gives me hundreds.
Did you?
I did. I did like 2 more, and I was done. It's like, this takes too much time. Number 2, Tommy Doyle from Halloween Kills.
See, I don't know why. Like, every time you say the names, these are not good names. You said Tommy, I immediately thought of the Rugrats.
Bruh. Tommy Doyle was the man that led the march of that town to go kill Michael Myers. He is the man that started the whole evil dies tonight. And he ended up dying that night.
Evil died tonight.
But he was
a character.
This character's main job was to rile up this city.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just died. Like, there was nothing more to him.
I just don't like those kind of movies. It's always so corny when stuff like that happens.
That was probably the corniest one.
Yeah.
And my number 1, and Beamen knows this one for sure. You probably remember this one. The entire cast of the Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
We have street racers becoming superheroes.
Yeah. First CIA agents, then superheroes punching metal walls and stuff. Stomping parking garages to making them crumble.
Why do all of this? Like, it wouldn't have bothered me as much if they would have just named it something else. You know, like a different franchise all by itself.
Super Furious.
But you kept it as a Fast and Furious series from street racers to this. Come on now.
Remember, when that movie drops, we're going to go see it. They got Aquaman in there now, too.
I got to go see Aquaman. Yeah. Punching helicopters. Or whatever he's going to be doing in there.
Yeah. We have to go see it at this point.
Fuck.
Just binge watch all of them.
I've seen most of them.
Well, The Rock's not going to be it, at least.
That's one good thing.
They booted his ass off. That's crazy that they all hated him being on there.
Yeah, he's a hard person to work with from what they were saying.
Yeah.
But then again, it wouldn't be easy to work with Tyrese.
I still think it's because of that Saturday Night Live skit. Yeah. If I haven't seen it, look up SNL, The Rock as Bambi. And it pretty much makes fun of Fast and the Furious, but mixes it with Bambi. And it's live action, mind you. So The Rock is dressed as a deer.
He's Bambi.
He's Bambi. And he says stuff like, it's hunting season. And then starts shooting people. So it's very goofy, and I'm pretty sure that's why the cast hates him, because he somehow got the cast to also be on there too, right?
No, those were SNL people.
Oh, they're dressed like that. But even then, like they're meant to be them. Yeah, and I'd be pissed, making me the Thumper, the rabbit. Yeah.
So yeah, you just gotta check out who was placed as Thumper, and then just listen to it because the way they talk is funny.
Yeah, it's horrible, horrible. Anyways, that's it.
That's a good show.
We need to make an outro. We really need to make an outro, an intro.